Alright, it's time for Solo Queue Elise, because this is the one you all voted for. Uh, let's check one. If you go to my Facebook, you actually can vote for which video I do next. Let's check two. And everybody seemed to have voted for Elise, which is a surprise because most of the time she tends to lose and nobody watches her videos anyways. But I guess her flavor of the month in the tournament scene, or the fact that she's overpowered as balls, and finally people are just using her in the jungle. People want to see her again, even though this is like her 5th video. Anyways, standard build: magic pen red, armor yellow, magic resistance scaling blues, movement speed quints, magic 921 masteries. So they have a support Lee Sin who took no flash and only bought 1 ward. So it's pretty much guarantees I want to fucking murder him. And he already put the ward in the river, so I'm going for a direct gank. I just use repel to port myself over to a minion, and just the vein pops her flash already. So that's already a success. However, they have no wards, so I can effectively zone them out and just pick at them. I want to deal enough damage to them so they'll be forced to use some resources. So here I feign going back, just to time how long that before Leeson gets impatient. And he totally goes impatient. He jumps right in. I get thrown to a wall. But I was like, okay, the amount of damn punishment I can take is a lot greater than you can dish out this early. So pick up the Leeson. He's dead. I get the first blood. I'm like, oh, okay. Nautilus came in, kills Janna. We're able to pick up the vein as well. Nautilus is still here, and this is a mistake. I repel thinking he was using his Q the other direction, but I'm like, oh wait, he's using it to kill my Caitlyn. Regardless, he can't escape because I got red on him. He's slow with balls, and I'll catch him at some point or another, and he'll just die running. So I also get a bunch of lane experience just by sapping it to push the lane, so they can lose some of it. Either way, I'm very much ahead already as a jungler. And bottom lane, Lee Sin bought just 1 more ward and a regrowth pendants and hasn't placed it anywhere appropriately. So I go in there and force him to use their escapes. Of course, they didn't use any summoner spells or anything, but I get to chunk the Lee Sin. He gets close, like he doesn't realize that I'm still around here. EQ, deal high damage, whatever. Nothing much comes out of this except damage on both of them, which in all honesty is actually a big deal. I'm still just camping bottom. I think the Diana at this point is cussing at me saying, "Oh, you should come gank mid." I'm like, you're pushing the lane down. I can't really come do anything. But of course you can't see chat. Anyways, this is like one of the most terribly done dives of all time. It's like the Caitlyn should have just kind of killed Vayne since she was the one still at the tower, and we could have killed Lee Sin since he's backing up. Whatever, we get Lee Sin in exchange for John instead of it could have been a 2-for-1 or probably a 0-for-2 if it had been done better. I try using my E to get the Vayne, but she uses her ultimate to go stealth. Whatever, she goes back in the tower and I use her at the Q. So now Spectral Wraith. Why is this amazing on what's her face? Elise. Yeah, she gets insanely quick with this. She becomes a lot faster, or I'll be able to spell vamp almost all the pitiful damage that most of these characters will deal early, and it's gonna make me pretty much an invincible duelist at this point. I don't think anybody in the game could have killed me during this time, and of course Boots because his boots. What's more, bottom is just feeding grounds for me. Nautilus is right here though, so it's kind of a bad scene, but of course, I can probably kill all 3 of them if, I kill the Vayne. I just try to make sure they don't grab the Caitlyn. And in comes Cassidy, and that's kind of why I didn't fight back, I remember. However, he gets too goddamn close. I use Repel. We just start bashing his brains in with everything he's got. He burns everything in an attempt to escape. Meanwhile, Nautilus is pretty much by himself, and Lee Sin is pretty much caught, and he gets killed. So that was a really catastrophic gank for the enemy team. And it was because the Cassidy, he went way too deep for no reason. He couldn't have killed me. At most, he could have, done some harass, but it resulted in the death of his 2 teammates. They weren't looking to follow it up. Either way, so do I really need to explain why Elise is just so strong right now? I should explain what she needs to be nerfed. I mean, what needs to be nerfed for starters? Her E's range has to be nerfed. It is too long. I mean, of course, I miss it half the fucking time this game, but that's besides the point. In most cases, it's way too long. The mana cost of her abilities is pretty damn small, at least for jungle, because eventually, it doesn't matter. Especially since her spider abilities cost nothing. Again, okay, her E's range, the cooldown on her E needs to go up a little bit more. She probably needs her Q execution damage down a little bit just in the early levels, because it's really fucking high. Other than that, I think she's just, well, she's the whole Jace situation, does too much too good. Too much too well, or something like that. Jace, even after his nerfs, is still really strong, and he's looking for more nerfs. And I'm pretty damn sure she's still going to be strong. I was surprised nobody thought he was good when he came out. I mean, like, aside from his broken ass mechanics, I mean, not mechanics, his broken ass functionality, because, he had also certain bugs with his shit. I thought he was fucking strong as shit, and I couldn't wait for him to be used more. Same thing happened with Elise. Remember, a lot of people were saying, Elise is underpowered, she sucks. Well, stop building her straight AD, holy shit. The second she came out, I'm like, oh man, she's gonna be an overpowered fucking jungler. I know it. The second I saw her E, both forms, it was stupid as hell. Like, I knew I could abuse it, and ever since then, I've just been jungling Elise. I have played her in a lane, top lane too, though, because she's broken ass shit. She was more broken before, but... By the way, in this case, like, they forced me back, E, flash. I was like, okay. Her repel makes escaping things very, very easy. Here I missed yet another damn spider whip slingshot thingy, but the team fight is so scattered and so dumb, we still pick up a kill anyways. Vayne is out of position, so I Edo her. She burns her escape, then Cassie just face checks the push. She gets killed by me with Q, and Vayne gets picked up. Yeah, this game is snowballing really easily. One of the things that we're told by the enemy team is that Lee Sin wanted to be a solo lane. He bitched and tried to play chicken. Isn't that always amusing? Whatever. I've been playing gold elo in both my Amy account and Rook account, and there's certain players who are like their last pick, or second last pick, and the enemy is like, the team is like, oh no, I'm top. No, I'm not top. I don't care what you say. First pick, it picked mid, and then last pick wanted mid. Mid, scrolls over some mid lane and, like, I don't know, Brand to say that. And, like, I don't care, I'm going to play Brand. And then the very last second, he switches. Like, either he's trying to play chicken for no reason, considering the first pick can't switch anymore, or he's just hoping somebody will dodge, which in both cases is a stupid fucking thing. It's always funny, though, but apparently this Lee Sin played chicken, and he didn't chicken out. So, just, he went support Lee Sin, because he had already locked in Lee Sin, and somehow they convinced him to just go bottom lane anyways. I'm not talking about the team fight, but as you can see, it's pretty goddamn scattered, and my team is kind of focused on throwing the game a little, but we gotta recover it. And I'm going magic penetration build, as you can see. Next item is it's Rylai's Scepter, and after that it's Abyssal Scepter. Why is that? Well, for starters, I want to kite and make sure my little bite fangs and crap keep someone slowed down enough so I can execute them. But also, it's a tanky AP item. I want more damage, more than survivability at this point. I just want to kill 2 people at least in every single fight. And then hopefully the rest of my team can clean up. Anyways, Ellie, I don't really want to explain enough about Elise. I guess I just talking about her builds. As you can see, I'm going the Magic Pen build. This one isn't one you build all the time, considering it's a pretty expensive build. And most you might have, Haunting Guys as your Magic Pen item, and Spectral Wraith as your AP item. Then the rest is pure tanky. The more common build I tend to go when I play with, pre-mades or whatever is I rotate between Spellvamp or just the Golem the Golem Spirit Stone upgrade, and build. I rush Aegis. It's usually Aegis first, that or Locket, then get the one I'm missing, Bulwark, bulwark lock it, and then usually Randuin's Omen. You know, press E, go on somebody, and then press the Randuin's active and slow them. Either way, I just killed 2 people. I'm harassing because I know I can kill these 2 guys as well. But of course, Lee Sin is trying to run. Luckily I have wards in the jungle, so I'll be able to stay clear of his combo and hopefully just pick him off. He gets close. I dodge his E's, bite him in the face. Then Nautilus is gonna try to duel me, which I have spell vamp, and thus I'll just be able to outlast him. And of course, because I am super intelligent and realizing, oh man, the enemy, I just killed 2 people. No one's gonna kill me. I go right after their blue, Cassidy shows up and kills me. Yay for hubris. So, whatever. It's legal throws for a reason, but we're still very much ahead. And I'm close to building Abyssal Scepter, so I'll survive some of their AP carnage, which is probably the only thing I'm actually afraid of on the enemy team. So right now I'm mostly damaged, not very tanky. I'm like 10% of my E's though. That's kind of an embarrassment. In the last game, I was like 90% with my E's. So I just kind of, went 180 in this one. Pushing the lanes, picking some damage. Lee Sin goes in and almost dies. Boom, web shot on the cannon. They turn around and they engage on us. I avoid the entire thing with a repel. Once, I come back in, I take a bite out of the cannon, eat the little beaver Yordle thingy. Then the rest of my team manages to clean up. Of course, they're chasing Vayne. Vayne is almost going to kill Diana, but, 3v1, the Jana shield keeps him alive. Keeps the Diana alive. And with this, we're able to push. However, we're very low health. Cassidy is going to go back to heal, and he can pick somebody off. So I decide to bail before he comes in and destroys my face. He comes in and destroys Jana's face all over. Bam. Take this. Farm some more. Take this, minions. I don't really buy wards either because I was too busy, going carry mode on this one. I love her W spider bug thingy. Anyways, not much to say right now. Okay, so as I was saying, you should follow me on Facebook because there you can actually see, get small spoilers as to what videos are going to come out, and you'll be able to vote on which videos you might want to see. Like, the second place for this one was a team battle Vi. Then the third place, I think, was Diamond Nautilus. This was stompish, yeah, but this is the one people voted for. So you can always blame the people, by the way, that's something I really dislike. It's just sometimes, I guess it's because I don't smartcast that I missed opportune chances to, use my E and grab somebody with a repel. But yeah, it's annoying. It's a little sad. It's just like, oh man, I thought I had it. Oh yeah, and that repel that should have missed actually hit. It was completely by accident. But at least it gives me a little bit of sense of, joy, knowing that I didn't fuck up every single one of those spider web shots, yeah. Anyways, yay for Elise. Seeing a lot of play as a jungle, which is, in my opinion, a lot more fun to see as a jungler than as a laner. Hooray for Elise. Spider bitch. 8-legged whore thing. Redness. Spiders.